Hey, Elk Calling Academy members, Michael Batiste. Welcome back to Wapiti Wednesday Q&A. Another week has gone by, another week closer to season. So, okay, tonight's question. Tonight's question comes from our YouTube channel, and it comes from VC Performance. And VC wants to know, how do I know if I am calling too much / not enough? And should I always immediately reply after the bull calls? You know, this is one of those things, you know, calling too much, not calling enough it's a fine line. Obviously, if you have a bull that's really responsive, I mean, he's bugling quite a bit, he's answering you quite a bit, then you can continue to call. That's a really good indication that he's into what you're doing. He's excited. So definitely call more in that instance. The not or calling too much when a bull is quiet or really not that responsive, that I think is one area that a lot of people struggle with and get themselves in trouble. And really, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is match the bull's intensity and match your surroundings. So, and what I mean by that is if you're out there and you're working a bull and there's a lot of birds chirping and squirrels are making noise, and so there's other animals making noise out there, you can call a little bit more. But if the bull himself is, you know, really not that responsive, or he's quiet, then you'll want to pace and you'll want to stretch out your calling sequences. So, you know, you may want to go through your sequence, and then you might want to wait a minute and a half, 2 minutes before you go again, maybe even a little bit longer than that. But definitely, you know, match your surroundings. The last thing that you want to do is get out there on a really quiet day. You know, there's no birds singing, squirrels aren't even chirping. And the last thing you want to do is start hammering on your call and just, yeah, you know, and just make all these sounds that's not natural to the surroundings. So really pay attention to what's going on around you. Now, when you do have a bull that's really, really responsive, he's really bugling quite a bit. Like I said, you can bugle more and you can call more in response to him. And in response to, you know, do you always answer him when he bugles? Not always. There are times that I'll ignore that bull, especially if, you know, I'm working that bull and I've been working him for a little bit, and, you know, I have been answering him every time, and he may just hang up. He may just hang there. He's not moving anymore. So I might start ignoring him and not answering him. You know, another thing that we've done in that case is the shooter and I, if we're a 2-on-1 scenario, the shooter and the caller will actually, if that bull's, you know, we've really worked that bull, he's hung up, we just can't get him to advance anymore. One thing that we'll try is the shooter will sometimes fall back and kind of get even with the caller. And then those two start calling back and forth. So the caller will still do cow sounds or bugles, you know, whatever they were doing. The shooter basically pretends he's a bull. He's another bull. He came in from this other angle. He's engaging, you know, with the caller. And you'll know if the bull you're working is really getting into what you're doing, because you're going to hear a lot more aggression in his bugles. He's really going to start challenging a lot more. And once you get to that point, then go ahead and have the shooter go quiet and slip back up into the shooting area. And that could be what sucks that bull in. So there's really not a definitive answer of, you know, do you answer him every single time? You know, kind of think in your mind, what is he doing to you? Is he answering you every time? Is he ignoring you sometimes? Give him the same medicine back that he's giving to you. So if he's ignoring you sometimes, it's okay to go ahead and ignore him back. So Because really what we're trying to do is get that bull ramped up and really get his aggression levels raised to the point where, you know, he comes in for a shot opportunity. And sometimes playing the same game with him, you know, matching his pace, matching what he's doing, you know, mimicking his responses. Those are all things that can kind of push him over the edge. I mean, think about, you know, when we were all growing up and we were in grade school and out on the playground, and there was always that one kid that would say the same thing you were doing, you know, would repeat what you were doing and stop it, stop it. And remember how angry that made you. Same thing with a bull. You kind of start giving him some of his medicine back that he's given to you, and that could be what triggers that bull. So, okay. So VC, I hope that answers your question. Guys, we do still have questions on the list, but if you haven't answered in, or if you haven't submitted any questions, or you have more questions, feel free to put them in the comment section down below this video. So, okay, tonight's video was sponsored by Nature's Paint. So VC, get a hold of us. I have this Nature's Paint kit to get in the mail to you. Would love to get this out to you as soon as possible. I know, you know, spring turkey season and spring bear season is getting ramped up, so definitely could be putting this to use right now. So, oh, look at that, VC. You are there. Hey, buddy. I don't know if you follow us over on our Facebook page or not, but if you do, jump over there and shoot me a message with your address so I can get this pack out to you. So, all right, guys, as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us. As always, keep calling, keep practicing, but most importantly, have fun. Also, sorry, guys, if you have not entered our giveaway yet, go to our YouTube channel, the video right before this one. We have a video or a giveaway going on right now where you can win a 5-pack of reeds from Native by Carlton. They do have the Elk Calling Academy tape on them. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night. We'll see you next week on the next chapter of Wapiti Wednesday Q&A brought to you by Elk Calling Academy. See you guys.